question here about Nicolas Cage doing a Lord of War sequel. Check it out.
Hey, Ray. I hope you're having a good day, and everyone else, too. I didn't know if you'd seen that Nicolas Cage and Bill Skarsgård are going to be playing father and son arms dealers in a Lord of War sequel. I loved the first Lord of War. I think it's a little underrated. I know it's not super loved, but I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Are you excited for a sequel? Thanks. Bring on the filthy.
All right, thanks a lot for calling that in. And you know what? Lord of War, that starred Nicolas Cage, Jared Leto, Ethan Hawke, Tom Brady's ex, Bridget Moynihan.
Bridget Moynihan, yeah.
Is a, I think, criminally underrated film. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's a story about this, arms dealer, and who's a real scumbag, but Nicolas Cage plays it with such charm, you kind of find yourself rooting for the scumbag throughout the movie. At any rate, I think it's an underrated film. And by the way, one of the best movie posters ever, because it's Nicolas Cage's face, but it's done up with small bullet images.
It's a mosaic.
It's a mosaic of bullet images to make it, it's absolutely fantastic. But here's the thing about the first Lord of War. While I enjoyed it, and I do think it's an underrated film, it is not exactly the type of film that you would expect to get the sequel treatment. Let's look at some of these stats here for it. First of all, at the box office, there's a good look at that poster. That's a tremendous poster. But the movie worldwide made $72 million. Worldwide made $72 million. Not exactly high potential for sequelizing it. Not to mention it came out, 50 years ago. How long?
2005.
2005. So what, 18 years ago?
Yeah. Oh, that makes me so sad.
18 years ago. It wasn't super well received. I think it's underrated, but it wasn't super well received. The majority of the critics liked it, but not a huge majority. It only got a 61% critical score. It had a very respectable 84% audience score, which was great. But again, you look at this 18 years later, a movie that didn't blow it up with the critics and didn't blow it up at the box office, and you're doing a sequel now. Okay. I'm still interested, though, for two reasons. One, I like the first one, and I thought the first one was underrated. Two, it looks like this is going to be a very different kind of movie. And it's going to be called Lords of War, because Bill Skarsgård, who was just in John Wick Chapter 4, doing the greatest French accent I've ever heard in cinema. And I say that as a Canadian. Best French accent I've ever heard in my life. A little bit of sarcasm there. But he was great in it. I loved him in that. He's going to play Nicolas Cage's son, only he's much worse. He's an arms dealer too. And I think Nicolas Cage is like, you got to be stopped. It's like, I'm an arms dealer too, but I have a line that I won't cross. And you know what? As ridiculous as that sounds, sign me up. Nicolas Cage, look, we all get it. He got into some financial trouble and he started taking 500 movies that were well beneath him to do just to get out of the financial hole he was in. But make no mistake about it. He is one of the finest actors in the world. When he turns it on, he's unbelievably good. And Bill Skarsgård, right? Well, the whole freaking Skarsgård clan.
They are so talented.
I
just genetically gifted to be obscenely good actors.
Yeah, the whole clan.
Yeah.
All of them. And he is no less. He's turned into one of the great ones. Of course, his older brother is kind of dominating the world right now, but all of them know they'll never be as good as their dad. Because he's like the best of the bunch. But I think, and listen, you talk about this new premise, father versus son. I dig that sort of thing. So you know what? Sign me up. I'm still surprised they're doing it, but I like the sound of it. Anyway, Chris, you heard about this. Are you surprised that they're doing a sequel to it? Do you like the sounds of it? What do you think?
I am surprised because, again, this is a 2005 film that, I didn't hear a lot of buzz about even when I went to see it. I was a senior in high school when this came out, and my friend made me go see it because she was very in love with Jared Leto, who played Nicolas Cage's little brother. And I walked out of it really enjoying this movie, though. But, I never really heard other people talking about it. I like the idea of this, though. I think it's really, really interesting. Yuri's such a fascinating character, too. He's kind of this amalgamation of 5 different actual gun runners.
Yeah, in real life they kind of made into one character.
And they worked really closely with actual gun runners to make this movie very, very realistic and everything. So I think there's a lot of potential here. For all of you who are very into Bill Skarsgård, though, I do need you to Google young Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
All right? I just need you to do that so that you know
Is he the one in that video that says "Hello, fellow kids"? Is that yes?
that's
Okay,
him.
that was actually Bill Skarsgård, not
It's
Steve
actually
Buscemi.
him doing that. It's his double. But I think there's a lot of potential here. I think this could be really, really fun. And Nicolas Cage, sure, he was making a lot of just paycheck movies for a long time. But in the last few years, he has really been doing stuff that I think is really wonderful work, back to the kind of the caliber that he's at, too. I know not everyone loved The Unbearable Weight of
Massive
Talent. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. He's fantastic in Spider-Verse. He's phenomenal in Pig. There he is. See, it's the same guy. He's so good in Pig. If anyone hasn't seen that, I mean, if you need to be...
Have you seen Mandy?
I have not seen Mandy.
So good.
Oh, but he really, I think, is coming back into his game, and he's the best part of Renfield. So I think that anyone who has any kind of recalcitrance to go see a Nicolas Cage movie needs to kind of just tamper that down, because I think he's doing some solid work now.
Look, I know we're talking about an Academy Award winning actor.
Yeah.
But I know I'm going to take a lot of flack for this. When I think of Nicolas Cage, I just think of Big Daddy. And I don't even mean that in a funny way. He was like the spiritual center of Kick-Ass.
He was so good in Kick-Ass.
He was so good in Kick-Ass.
You
Anyway,
felt
guys.
his absence in the second one.
Yeah, no, I've always said that Kick-Ass 2 had a Nicolas Cage shaped hole in its heart.
Yep.
You just felt the absence of Big Daddy in Kick-Ass 2. But anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Apparently, they're making a sequel to Lord of War called Lords of War with Bill Skarsgård playing his son. Are you surprised they're doing it? Have you been waiting for this? Maybe you've never even heard of the original film. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. From the gas pump to the grocery store, your utility bills and favorite streaming services, inflation is everywhere. Seriously, make it stop. Thankfully, there's one company out there that's giving you a much needed break. It's Mint Mobile. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know that ever since I switched to Mint Mobile, I've been saving almost 70% a month over my old phone plan. For people looking for extra savings this year, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. By going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes the significant savings on to you. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.